Twinings Tea Digital Story Pitch. Hello, my name is Deborah Warrison. I am the marketing representative for Twinings Tea. Today I will be presenting a pitch for an idea to revive Twinings discontinued tea blends in order to reclaim our competitive advantage in unique signature tea and regain brand loyalty among our customers. So this presentation will be broken down in 4 different sections. First, we're going to have the introduction. This is where you will get a history and timeline of the brand name that Twinings has become. And you will also get to know a little bit more about Twinings' long-lasting legacy in the tea industry. And our second section is the audience analysis. This is where you can get a better idea of who Twinings' direct consumers are of their products and services, and what are the demographics of the audience that Twinings targets. And our third section is the revival of Lemon Drizzle. So Lemon Drizzle is a discontinued tea blend from Twinings. Unfortunately, it was discontinued due to low demand. However, it doesn't seem that it's so low demand because so many consumers are requesting a comeback from this tea blend. And finally, section number 4, the story. This is a story of the sweet start to spring with Twinings' revived signature Lemon Drizzle tea blend. So now taking a look at Twinings' timeline. So first, we're starting all the way back in 1706. This is when Twinings was first introduced to the world. So, the world-famous tea business Twinings was introduced. Thomas Twining purchased a coffee shop in the city of London, which was the perfect location to attract customers to his newly introduced tea. So originally there was a coffee shop, and he decided that he was going to integrate tea into this coffee shop, and it was the perfect idea. Next, in 1717, Thomas actually acquired 3 adjacent houses and transformed them into a shop. This is known as the first Twinings tea shop, and it's still in operation till this day. It's in central London, and it's just the perfect spot to get new people to drink some tea. Then in 1837, Queen Victoria granted Twinings its first royal warrant for tea. So this essentially meant that Twinings was the direct supplier for the royal family. So any tea that the royal family was drinking, it was from Twinings. And even until this day, the royal family, they consume Twinings tea because they are the direct supplier. Moving on to 1956, this is when Twinings makes tea bags for the first time. So tea bags were actually invented a while before 1956. However, tea bags, they definitely changed the tea game, made tea drinking a lot more convenient, and so when Twinings jumped on this bandwagon, it was only, the perfect move for them. Now, in the present day, 2021, Twinings is one of the top leading hot beverages manufacturers worldwide, and it's all because of their signature tea blends. It's what's kept their legacy going for the past 300 years. So as you can see in these 2 images, first we have the tiny tea shop, first Twinings tea shop in central London it's called the Strand. And this shop is still open today, so if you're ever in central London, you should definitely go and check it out. So we started there in tiny shop in central London, and now, as you can see in the picture on the right, that Twinings is all over the world, completely spread out. So many locations in the United States, in Asia, in Canada, in Africa. We have so many locations. We have offices, factories spread out across the world. And now for the audience analysis. So I did some research through Facebook Audience Insights and found that Twinings' direct target audience are female, and more specifically Caucasian female. They tend to be married with a college degree and are generally working in administrative services, sales, healthcare, and similar industries. This is just the analytical side of the audience. And also when you visit our site, Twinings site, and you go to our page, our community, you can see on the image, we have the direct target audience. We have a Caucasian female consuming Twinings tea. So this only proves our point that this is our direct target audience, and this is who we need to market to. Also, we know that tea is consumed for several different reasons. We consume tea to de-stress, to detox. There's so many reasons why tea is such a loved beverage by everybody, but more specifically in the case of Twinings, by women. And now for our pitch with the title, Start Spring Sweet. So the reason why I've come up with this title is because I wanted to have an exciting way to revive one of our discontinued tea blends. Lemon Drizzle, it's the perfect tea for a perfect spring day, and it does have a very nice sweet taste to it. Also, because this was a discontinued tea blend, it wouldn't necessarily make sense to revive it in full force, which is why I decided it would be better to bring it back only for the spring as a limited edition tea. This would also get consumers really hyped up and excited to know that their favorite tea blend is only going to be available for a certain amount of time. It would definitely increase sales and allow for more excitement to the campaign. So here we've got just a clip of what the actual story would look like on a screen. So here we have just a nice beautiful sunset on a spring day, kind of like a revival of spring and revival of Lemon Drizzle. And I also found some comparable campaigns. One of them was actually Twinings' competitors, which is Lipton. They are also one of the top leading tea manufacturers, and they had a similar spring type ad campaign where they were advertising their green tea on a nice spring day. And the next one we have is for BTS in collaboration with McDonald's, and they used a similar spring/summer vibe to create excitement among the consumers to purchase a limited edition product. Now for the script of the pitch, which is the fun part. So first of all, the concept is that it's the first day of spring, and young couple Cecilia and Spencer celebrate this by enjoying Twinings lemon drizzle tea paired with lemon drizzle cake, similar to the one that you're seeing on the screen at this very moment. So the scene starts out with a close-up shot of Cecilia in the kitchen pouring hot water into 2 mugs with tea bags in them. Next to the 2 mugs, we have empty lemon drizzle tea wrappers. In the background, we can hear spring sounds such as birds chirping, along with kitchen noises such as water being poured into the mugs. Next, we have a wide shot of Spencer in his home office working at his desk, and we can hear keyboard typing in the background. Following this, we have another wide shot of Cecilia in the kitchen. Cecilia places the kettle back on the stove and the kitchen timer goes off. Cecilia quickly silences it, grabs her oven mitts, and opens the oven. Of course, we can hear these kitchen noises and, of course, the birds still chirping in the background. Next, we have a close-up shot of Cecilia pulling the oven rack forward and revealing a delicious-looking lemon drizzle cake. And, of course, we hear these kitchen noises and the birds chirping in the background continuously. Next, we have a medium shot of Spencer in his home office typing away, but he stops typing as he smells the wonderful lemon drizzle scents traveling from the kitchen. Of course, we hear Spencer typing away at his desk and also inhaling the wonderful scents of lemon drizzle. Next, we have a close-up shot of Spencer's face as he takes in the lemon drizzle scent. A pleasant smile forms on his lips, and his eyes quickly shift from his computer screen to the door in his right direction leading to the kitchen. And next we have a medium shot of Cecilia adding the final touches to her very delicious looking lemon drizzle cake. Spencer creeps up on her and Cecilia cuts a slice of cake, plates it, and hands it to him. Spencer takes it and proceeds to walk away with the slice of cake, but then he turns back and he remembers something. He points to the tea mugs and takes one and walks outside to the balcony. And here we have the continuous birds chirping in the background, along with a bit of dialogue between Spencer and Cecilia. Spencer questions, "Is that lemon drizzle I smell?" Cecilia confirms, and Spencer goes ahead and takes himself a plate of the lemon drizzle cake, as well as a cup of the lemon drizzle tea, and he heads out to the balcony to enjoy the spring weather. Following this, we have a close-up shot of Cecilia taking her plate of lemon drizzle cake and mug of lemon drizzle tea and heading out to the balcony to join Spencer. We can hear the birds chirping in the background. And following this, we have a medium shot of Cecilia and Spencer together on the balcony. Spencer's plate has nothing but crumbs left. Cecilia reacts to this with a surprised expression. Her surprised expression then turns into a happy one. And of course, we can hear the birds chirping in the background and a bit of dialogue between Cecilia and Spencer again. Cecilia questions, "You ate the lemon drizzle cake already?" Spencer answers, "Yes, but I waited for us to have the first sip of lemon drizzle tea together." Cecilia laughs and responds, "Fair enough." And so we have the next shot, which is a close-up shot of Cecilia and Spencer doing cheers with their mugs, and both Cecilia and Spencer take their first sips of lemon drizzle tea with pleasant expressions on their faces. Of course, we have the birds chirping, and Spencer and Cecilia do a cheers to spring. And we can, of course, hear the cheers noise, when you cheers and you hear the little clashing of the mugs. Lastly, we have a wide shot of Cecilia and Spencer enjoying their lemon drizzle tea on the balcony. The camera moves upward facing the sky, showing the sun, the clouds, the birds, and on the screen, the text will appear, "Twinings lemon drizzle, start spring sweet." And the camera will fade to white. And we have the birds chirping in the background and laughter from Cecilia and Spencer in the background as well. So, final thoughts is that this would be the perfect pitch, the perfect campaign to revive our very in-demand lemon drizzle tea blend, and hope that you consider bringing it back because I know that it would be a great success for the company. Thank you so much, and here are my references.